and go.
Welcome to Shape the Podcast, a podcast all about maintaining mental health by sharing stories from those who have overcome negative experiences and feelings, then turned them into something positive. Meet your host.
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kyle. Let me get my co-host on, Original J, because for some reason he kicked himself off. Hey, welcome back to the screen, sir.
I didn't kick myself off. I am operating from a trailer at the moment, from a camper in Savannah, Georgia.
I know, great old Savannah. Well, what a good town. It's a fun town.
I love this town. It's such a fun place to hang out.
I like it too. As a matter of fact, I'm drinking bourbon tonight that I got from Savannah, Georgia. So, hey, look at that. What's up, brewer?
What a coincidence.
Yeah, I know. I actually planned it that way, okay?
I'm drinking water.
Some H2O. Yeah, well, we know you had a couple of brews beforehand, all right?
Right.
So why are you in Savannah? That's the question.
Well, I have been traveling for the last, week or week and a half. I've lost track. I don't even know what fucking day it is.
I mean, you were home for a week.
I was home for a week after I went to Texas, and then I hooked the camper up to the truck, and I went down south, and I've been down south for about a week. It's Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday because we're doing the podcast.
Yes, it is Wednesday.
But I've kind of lost track of time because time doesn't really matter down here. I'm in the camper and I was in Florida, and now I'm in Savannah, Georgia, and I'm at a brewery, cool brewery. I forget the name offhand. I'm sorry, guys. I know I was talking to you inside. I tagged you guys. Great place, but I forget the name. Kyle, I'm so embarrassed. I forget the name of the brewery I'm parked at.
It's okay. It's the salad that you had for dinner.
Yeah,
I mean,
I am. I'm a member of Harvest Hosts, and this particular brewery is a Harvest host. So if you're not familiar with what Harvest Host is, as a person in a camper, you can park at these places and spend the night. So I'm spending the night at this really cool brewery, and it's a great place. I met the manager, Amy. She's great, and I forget the bartender's name. But I had a couple of drinks, and I'm out here. I just had my salad for dinner, and I'm drinking some water, and here we go. We're ready for Shape the Podcast.
But before I bring on our guest, who's actually in the wedding area right now, let's talk about something that happened earlier to you. Tell me about that story, sir. You were talking about it earlier on Facebook, but what happened today when you were at a specific watering hole?
Specific watering hole. Oh my God. This is a great story.
The masses need to hear about this, okay?
So everybody knows me by my hairstyle, right? I'm like, woohoo, sexy pink mohawk, and I don't exactly spike it, but it's pretty crazy.
I wouldn't say sexy, but you know.
I would. I certainly would. So I've got my unique. Let's say unique. Can we agree on that, Kyle?
Yes, very unique. Like
okay.
kind of like not trashy but trashy, you know.
So
Brewer, he's like Brewer said he hadn't noticed your hair. He's had that mohawk since
it's been a year.
Yeah, but before Worlds, it's yeah.
So yeah,
look,
so I
Jeff
have
Harmon,
this.
What's up, sir? What's up, Jeff? And what's up, everybody on Apple who's going to be listening to this? Hello.
Yes, Apple Podcast. And for those of you that haven't found us on Apple Podcasts yet, listen, I want you to please go to Apple Podcasts. I want you to find Shape the Podcast. And I want you to, Jesus, I'm making a mess here. I'm sorry.
Give us a review, please.
For any of those who are religious, I apologize for that, but I'm dropping things left and right. But I have to find my remote control, and I have to lower my heat. Somehow I just turned my heat off. Oh, what a nightmare.
So, anyways. All right, ADD moment. Let's get back to this story real quick where you almost got accosted but did not get accosted.
I almost did. I didn't know quite where this was going to go. Fortunately, the staff was amazing. But so everybody knows I have a unique haircut, right? And that haircut kind of gets attention. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative, but it gets attention. And I went into this little bar, and this bar has unlimited mimosas. Now, I don't drink mimosas, but mimosas are a morning drink. And it was, I don't know, 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. It was somewhere mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
So the woman that was drinking mimosas clearly has been drinking mimosas for a few hours. And I walked in and I sat at the bar and I ordered a Guinness, right? Like, I'm kind of predictable in that way.
Yeah.
This woman came up to me. Now, I texted my wife after this happened. I'm surprised my wife isn't down here in Savannah right now. So
I bet.
This woman came up and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to see my man with the pink mohawk," and she's rubbing her hands through my hair and she's going nuts and she's doing her thing. And it only took a few seconds and somebody said, "Look at his shirt."
Oh God.
Any of you that know me know that I typically wear my Lucky Boy shirt that says, "Touch my beard and tell me I'm pretty." So she's molesting me up here, and the next thing you know, she reads what the shirt says, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're the most pretty," and she's rubbing my hair, and I don't even know what's going on because she's clearly drunk out of her mind. But this whole thing didn't take more than 8 to 10 seconds. And within that window of time, the bartender came around the bar, plus another staff member came over, and they grabbed this woman and they just take her outside. Like, they took her down. Like, they thought she was a threat.
Yeah.
And a few seconds after they escorted her away, another staff member comes up to me and says, "We'll take you out the back door if you think it's necessary." I'm like,
wow.
I didn't think it was that bad, but clearly it looked that bad. Yeah. I got accosted by this drunk woman who was all over my hair, and then when she saw my shirt, that was the end of it. So,
by the way, Jeff says that shirt is actually one of his favorites to wear.
Dude, Jeff has one, and It is a cool shirt, and it gets attention everywhere. Yeah. And I love the attention because after that woman was escorted out, the whole bar was like, "Woohoo!" But they didn't all realize what the shirt said. And as they were all exiting, they're reading the shirt, and they're like, "That's cool as shit, guy." They're like, they thought that was cool. So
that's
I can't complain. It was all for the positive in the end. But listen, drunk girls need love too, man.
I mean, they do. Yeah, drunk girls in Savannah. Right? And it sounds like to me that she's probably a normal there. So that
I thought she was a regular. I kind of got that feel. Yeah. So it is what it is.
It happens.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're enjoying your time there. So our guest tonight is a returning guest.
Yeah, man.
Because the guest that we were going to have, unfortunately, talking about mental health, sometimes for people to prepare to talk about it, it can be a very high anxiety thing. So our guest tonight had to reschedule, and he'll be coming on in March. But there's a young lady that you know, and I know, and a bunch of other people know, uh, named Olivia, aka Livy. Um, those of you who aren't familiar with her journey, um, know that she's battled with some mental health things in her life. Well, she's going to come on and give us updates. So we commonly refer to them as Livy updates. All right. So, and I'm sure that she has some exciting updates to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
But how about it? You want me to go ahead and bring her on?
Bring her on, baby. Let's do it.
Well, hold on a minute. First, let's read this comment by Jeff. He's been accosted by a drunk woman at the grocery store. She walked up and started touching his beard without asking.
No,
wife.
Jeff.
He called his wife though.
What does he have to call his wife for? You wore a shirt that gave her permission.
I mean, maybe he didn't have on a shirt. Maybe he just was in the grocery store. But he didn't think it was funny, but his wife laughed. So therefore, his wife approved of this. Jeff, I'm sorry for whoever you're married to, but she's a great woman. Okay, don't give her a hard time. But without any further ado, see, it was before the shirt. I hate to
that's
find
just a
out.
Quality beard, then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anybody who's involved with the bearding world knows what Jeff Harmon's beard looks like, right? I mean, it's one of the good beards out there.
They're all good beards.
Unlike somebody with chops.
Oh.
Well, all right. Let's go ahead and bring on Miss Olivia, and we'll let her talk about her everything.
Yes.
Hello. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
We are fantastic. Your dad had to fly south for the winter time.
Yeah, without me, I have to work and stuff.
Work? Yeah. So you have a job.
I do. Yes.
So that's a great update. Because you went to California to deal with your stuff out there. Then you came home and you became a big girl and got a job.
Yeah. Adulting is I don't know. I cried the other day and texted my mom that I was sad I can fill my tank now. Because it used to be like, oh, I'll put in like a few dollars that I have. Oh, I can put in $10. Yay. And now I'm filling my tank with no problem. It's like, oh, I wish I could go back.
Yeah, but adulting also sucks because you see that paycheck and you're like,
this is all going away.
It all goes away.
It's all gone.
I saw a post the other day. It said my tattoo money keeps going to adult bills.
Yeah, my wife actually sent me a text message yesterday, and she goes, "For once, I can actually put money in savings."
Yeah.
So that means it's A-okay when you can put money from your checking account to your savings account.
Mm-hmm.
But
my mom got a box that you cross off like different amounts. I mean, I only did one box so far, but I just had to deal with bills and stuff. So
I mean, it's baby steps. So
yeah,
let's talk about baby steps. You went to California. You came home. So how has life been now that you're home? And
let's take it a step back even further than that. So most of the people that watch this show are familiar with who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But let's give a brief background for those of them that have not seen your episode. So your episode was like, where are we in February? So that was probably 15 or 16 months ago.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that was
almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
So if you would, Livy, let's give a brief background of what the events were that led up to your mental health scenario that we deal with today.
Okay. So, I've always been in my head ever since I gained conscious, and I've been working on this with my therapist to kind of unlock these memories from my childhood, because I definitely have blacked out a lot of my childhood and I couldn't really know why or understand it. But ever since I remember, I've kind of always been in my head about, like intrusive thoughts, that I'm not lovable, stuff like that. Like always, ever since I was little, and I've always had this kind of suicide ideation. I was actually just talking about this with my therapist on Thursday, who she's amazing, but we'll catch up to that. So yeah, I've dealt with a lot of rough stuff. When I was 15, a major event had happened. I stayed silent about it for 6 months, because I kind of got shut down. And then after 6 months, I was at the heart doctor. They asked me, have you ever been assaulted in any kind of way? I told them, and it had been 6 months. And now that it's gotten told to a mandatory reporter, sorry, I have a stuffy nose. I had to go through the process of CPS. So now I remember being in a room, never dealt or coped with this before, other than my own thoughts. And I'm getting interviewed. I know there's people on the other side of the glass, y- being shut up about it for 6 months, and then knowing people are like wondering if you're lying just for their job and stuff. And then having to go through years of court. After the years of court, maybe a month or two later, another similar thing happens while I'm in college. And in between then, I've just always been very,
And do you
I,
want to
I'm
say what that similar thing was? Do you want to say what that triggering event was? And it's okay if you don't.
I'll be brief. Yeah, it was
Hmm.
a sexual assault. So
Hmm.
both times. So I'm just gonna keep it there, just because
Yep.
I want to keep it brief. But yeah, both times were a sexual assault, and then in between then, I had a lot of episodes. I was diagnosed with bipolar when I was 17, anxiety, the PTSD, and then a dissociative disorder. There's three kinds. So there's amnesia, there's the DID, which is like all those different personalities, and then there's the derealization, which a lot of times comes from trauma. And that is like feeling out of body, like kind of like, "Ooh, am I real?" Like I can't watch certain movies like The Matrix because I'll start like freaking out. Even things like death, I don't like thinking about that because I just spiral, and I have a hard time believing I'm real. Is this my body? Am I watching from this? Do I control everyone's life? Stuff like that. So I was diagnosed with that. Um I self-harmed in high school. My mom, a saint, and obviously Jason's involved in this too, but she had locked away anything when she had found out. And I hated her at the time, of course, but she
You
really did
hated me
help
at the
me.
time too.
Of course I did.
That's because you weren't a saint, sir. Her mom was a
Because
saint.
you're not,
You were not.
yes, you were involved with my
So
my
those
arch
who di-
nemesis, my loving mother.
right, so those who don't know, I am not Livy's biological father. I am her
No.
stepfather.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, so she had locked away like medications, razors, knives, and everything.
Hmm.
I
We
Yeah, you got to give your
I
stepdad
we
some credit.
it's
You got to
so
give
that's the
Jason some
thing with my
credit.
brain is I always put blame on one person, whether it's me. So like when I think of these memories, it's just so engraved in my brain. My mom,
because
because
I'm your
that's who I
favorite.
last show. I don't have favorites.
Welcome to
Any
parenthood.
so
Remember that.
I did take out a lot on my mom because she was the one like mostly around me when it came to stuff, because TMI, when I had to shower, I had to shave my legs. She had to, you know, look if I had any scars or anything, if I needed to
Hmm.
shave, to just to check. So like she was doing a lot of that stuff, which I was like, oh, I hate you. What the fuck? Like, why can't you just trust me and stuff? And then
I know
Jason
it's
was,
awful to have
helping.
a parent that protects you.
Oh my gosh, why do they love me? Why do they care? Yeah, so I mean, that's just who I
Well,
took it out with, the people I
some
felt
parents
the
care.
safest with.
Some parents
Oh,
care, right?
the amount of
That,
times I told Jason I hate him. Yeah,
and he's still here.
he's still here.
I'm
Through the
still
hatred, he
here.
pushed. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. So yeah, and I've attempted to end my life twice in high school, and they were just very like, it was a very much ideation. So I was just like, no plan, just completely outburst into it. I was in the psych ward for a week. That was rough in high school, because people did find out. Um, and then
People in school
college,
found out.
yes.
And how was that? Was there a lot of bullying then, or
Oh,
were they
people didn't
supportive?
bully me. No, because I was mean
Dude,
to
who
people
would
I needed
bully
to be mean to.
you?
No, that's what I'm saying, because I'm just gonna
Right.
fight them. Because my senior year, after, so my
Dude,
sophomore, junior
she's my
year,
kid. She ain't going to take shit.
no, because he tells me, like, he like waits I think he wants me to fight, because he's like, if you ever get into a fight, as long as they swing first, I'll pick you up and
I
we'll go
mean,
get food.
you
Listen,
gotta.
no, no,
He
no, no.
needed it to happen.
I don't promote it.
No.
I merely set you up for the proper defense if it
Yes.
happens.
So, oh, okay. And during high school, I'm going off on a side note now that we're talking about fighting. During high school, my senior year, I had a friend who I'd been really close friends with, and not a lot of people knew directly about my mental health. I didn't talk to them about everything. This friend, I told her everything. She's the first person to know outside of the family about my mental health, and she made a comment that I should kill myself because of some drama that we were in.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I was very not healed. So she wouldn't get out of her car, so I fought her in her own car. And anyways,
I mean, it's okay. It's hey, guess what? If somebody came to me and said, "Hey, go kill yourself," I would be like, "Excuse my French, fuck you," and then I would try to beat the hell out of them.
I
Okay,
know what I
Yeah.
said, and I don't know if I'm so
it's
quiet.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you want me to say it?
I mean, we are not a
There's
PG. We are not a PG rated show, as you know, or Jason would not be my co-host.
Yeah,
this is a
that's
no
very true.
holds barred
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
so
we're yeah.
Well, I remember because I was confronting her about it, and I was talking to her through her window. And I just remember being like, "You're not gonna live to see the day that I do that." And I was just saying some other things that I'm not gonna incriminate myself with. But yeah,
smart.
I like that. Yeah.
the
heaven,
Force
for,
is what I
So
played.
heaven forbid you self-incriminate yourself.
so
Probably already.
let's stem this conversation here
Yes.
because you've given some baseline to the events that have happened to you.
Yes.
And most of the listeners here are aware that just shy of a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
we sent you to a mental health treatment facility in California.
Mhm.
I don't know what it was, maybe 9 months or so ago.
It was in the beginning or ending of June. I mean,
June. Okay, so what's that? June is the 6th, and we're in February the 2nd. So 8 months ago.
Mhm.
So we sent you to a treatment facility, a well-respected, a facility that has a high reputation in mental health treatment facilities, because we thought that you weren't getting the help you needed here.
no, I needed a lot more of an intensive daily program.
Correct. And a lot of our listeners reached out to you. They sent
Yes, I
emails.
did
They
see those
sent
emails. I was
support.
just not allowed to respond. I wasn't
Un-
even supposed to look at those.
yep, understood.
Mhm.
So we sent you to California to try to get you the help that you were unable to get here.
Mhm.
where did that go? What happened out there?
So solo traveling was great, although I was sad. I went there. I was having a lot of doubts in the program because and I can't talk about it too much because I don't know if I'm supposed to violate HIPAA or whatever, but there
No,
was a
no, no.
client.
HIPAA is a protection against privacy rights. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Because
I won't blast them.
you're not
but-
in, and then now you're
HIPAA
out.
HIPAA violations would be if somebody at the facility told
Okay.
somebody else about your scenario, but you
Yep.
can say whatever you like. And
Okay.
I'm not telling you to say things you're uncomfortable with,
Yeah.
but you can say whatever you would like.
Okay. Well, there's just this very, very needy client, and it was like uh, I've taught toddlers way better than that at my dance studio, but she was just taking up a lot of the staff time, and anything we wanted to talk about that we wanted to talk about in group, it was a trigger, it was a trigger, it was a trigger. If I wanted to calmly confront a problem where she was just trying to excuse herself out, it was a lot of her taking advantage of the mental health, which is rough because you don't want to be like, oh, that's not real, or you're just being, sensitive. But it
Right. You
was
don't want to
very
minimize
noticeably,
somebody else's
it was
scenario.
very noticeably manipulation to get attention from the staff, which I think it rooted from what she had talked about in groups with her family. So I was having a rough time. I ended up going to a few other facilities. Most of them were really good. I found a lot of good strategies. Still attended groups. There was this one place called Ritz, and I really loved it there. The staff was amazing. I made sure I stopped taking naps during the day. I would just sleep normal during the night and not take naps because I feel like pushing myself to push through the day, live the full day, take advantage of the time, not nap because I feel tired. If I'm tired, I'll try to do something else. We had amazing groups. We went to activities and outings on, I can't remember, maybe Sunday. We did like shopping, or one time we did mini golf. But it was really great. And then I don't know how many times I called my mom about being homesick. Um, that was,
We thought you were going to come home every single week you were gone.
I thought so too.
I remember
Based on the conversations we had on the phone,
I would
we
cry
thought
all
you
the
were
time.
coming home every single week.
I
It
remember
was, yeah.
July 4th. We're in Pittsburgh. And Amy was pacing, waiting for your phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, my mommy.
Yeah, and I remember we were out to eat, and you called her, and it was like, so it's one of those things. If nobody's ever dealt with a kid being gone away for a while on the other side of the country, like to see that light beam, like it was one of those things. It was like,
Oh.
yeah. So like, well, yeah, I
Travel
remember.
travel was difficult because
Yeah.
we were afraid, and for me, not to minimize your situation,
I know what you're
but
gonna say, and yes, I would have jumped in the suitcase.
for
He would
me,
have.
being at Worlds, owning a beard care products company, this was the event, right? Like this was where everything came together. And this is where I'm meeting so many people. And mom was scared to death that every call was potentially a call from a facility that Livy ran off. We don't know where she is.
Yeah.
And
I had a track record of that in high school, by the way. And
you had a
all through
track record of that in California too.
Well, so here's let's
They didn't
let's
call you though. I told them.
Let's
They
get
didn't call, right? We
Yeah.
heard it from you directly.
so
Yep.
let's get to that. What do you think it is that had you to the point to where every few weeks, every few months, you would either try to self harm or escape? Like what do you think it was?
I'm not being comfortable in my own skin, and honestly, like not feeling deserving of things getting better. I didn't think a lot of times like that I deserve to have good things, and that's where like the self-sabotage will come in. Um or sometimes I'll have a manic episode. I'll, go out for a few nights, stay up all hours, not sleep because I'm so manic. My eyes are like this big.
Yeah,
You would think I chugged an entire coffee plant, like at that point. And then I'd crash, become depressed, and be way too scared that everybody hated me, even though I know, I always will know deep down that they're just waiting for me to reach out. But it was just very hard for me to like, I don't deserve it, or they hate me. And um kind of speeding up a little bit to like right now, I've been really working on that and trying not to lose track. And even if I think something, just like taking a step back and being like, all right, we're not going to lose this streak, because
yeah.
I owe it to myself, which is something I'm finally understanding. But I can't let these people down. They're counting on me. Like, um, I have a lot of good things in my life,
yeah.
and
But
it'd just be a mess to do it
never
all over.
never forget about yourself. And
Yes,
that's one thing that
which
a
was the
lot of
missing piece
yes,
before.
Hmm.
a lot of people struggle with is we do for others, and then we forget to do for ourselves.
Right. I'm too
And
giving sometimes too with the wrong people.
well, sometimes you have to set limitations.
Hmm.
You know,
Which I'm
and
also practicing,
uh,
because Jason will know about my terrible taste in
and,
relationships.
and men, yeah. Well, so will your adopted uncle. Don't worry. But it's
So,
like, yeah. But just to let you know, you're an awesome individual.
Thank you.
I, I'll say this to the day I die. Your story when you originally came on with your dad, before your dad became a part of this podcast, is by far the best story that's ever touched my life.
Thank you.
I and I'm saying this without crying.
Mm,
It's one of those to where I don't know. Like I see I see myself in you when I was much younger, because I dealt with what you dealt with.
yeah.
Um, being a 3-time suicide survivor, being felt like I was not worth it. And my self worth. So you, my dear, are are my inspiration, and you're worth everything. So,
where did you go, Livy?
oh, did we lose her? I think we lost her for a moment.
I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Oh, we lost
oh.
her.
Well, maybe she'll come back. But yeah, I
S-
I
So
she's everything, at least to
as we're
me.
doing this, I'm going to
And
text
Jason will
her.
be back soon. So,
I'm here.
uh, hey, sorry for the brief. Oh, hey, she's back.
I
Hey,
had gotten a
welcome
call
back.
and it just completely
I cannot hear
disrupted
you.
this. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got a call.
Can you hear you,
I put my
Jason?
phone on D&D.
Yes, I can hear you guys.
You
I
can.
just I just went and texted Livy saying, "Where did you go?"
Yeah, I tried to fix it because I got a call. I hung up right away, but I had to just briefly go in.
Got it. So most people are familiar with your story in the past. Kyle, where did you go? It's just us now, Livy.
What's going on?
Welcome back, Kyle.
I can't hear, so go ahead.
Okay, so
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Livy. Can
I
you hear
can't hear
me?
anything.
Oh
Can you
my
hear me,
goodness.
Jason?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear anybody, but that's okay.
I don't know where
So
Livy went.
if Olivia was able to hear you, go ahead and just continue to talk.
Well, I don't know where Liv went. She's not on screen anymore.
Hey, what's up, Burr? Sorry, technical difficulties. I'm not able. All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Kyle.
Oh, so Burr can actually hear us. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's coming back.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, let's.
Technology is fun, let me tell you.
Yes. Well, it allows us to communicate from Ohio to Connecticut to Georgia. So we'll deal with the difficulties in between.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Now Kyle's gone again.
And last time he joined, I got kicked off.
And I can't see the comments from the guests because even though I'm the co-host of the podcast, because welcome back, Kyle. Because I'm away, I can't see the comments, so I rely on Kyle to respond to the comments.
Well, so Brewer said thank you for sharing, and he said he could hear us all. I don't know.
Excellent.
For some reason, I could not hear anything.
Listen, it was a little hiccup, and all three of us are here, so hopefully we can proceed successfully for the next little bit.
Yes, but okay. Yeah, I'm super proud of you, young lady.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes.
I mean, you're back. You're back now from California. How long have you been home now?
Since middle of September.
So what's been going on since you've been home with your life? Besides, you said you're going through therapy, and that's working good. What else has been going on?
Got a good job. I'm an assistant at a Dunkin'. I got mostly good relationships with my family. I have good friends. I have good boundaries. I respect and love myself. I'm okay with being alone. And I'm not taking any shortcuts through life, no matter how difficult the long way is. I just know it's always worth it. And I'm a lot more, what's it called? Like I reach out a lot more. If I'm feeling down, I call somebody. If I need help, I call somebody instead of just struggling on my own. I'm a lot more vocal.
So you would say you're more self-aware?
I've always been self-aware, but the mental block of me not being worth it, me not deserving anything is gone. So I mean, it's always a voice in my head. It'll never go away, and I've learned to accept that part of myself as well, which is also doing wonders, because I know that this is never going to go away. This is always going to be my backbone, the voice in the back of my head. My therapist calls it my radio static. But I've come to terms with myself in my life, in my and how I am, how I operate, and I've come to terms with things that have happened to me. And I've come to terms with knowing when to ask for help. So that's really like done a whole 180 in my life. I feel like I can appreciate a lot more things, and I can appreciate myself.
Yeah, when you finally can appreciate not just the big things in life, but the small things in life, you know, that's what's important, you know. And then when you can see that your struggles are your struggles and nobody else's struggles, but yet there are some people out there who struggle with you, you know. But when you can see that, and when you can see the changes within yourself, that's the most important thing, you know. And instead of saying why me, and just relying on that, you're doing something about it, you know.
Right. Yeah, and there's definitely a difference in who I'm reaching out to help and to cope. And it's not a like dead weight relying on them. It's more of just like a little lean, and I'm getting pushed back because I know it's okay to ask for help if I cannot help myself, or if I needed another opinion or just a little boost. And I'm putting that trust in the right people, like my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just being very strict.
Always lean on that guy, okay?
I will.
and your mom and your sister, but it's family's family. But there are different levels. There are different levels of family.
Right.
So
like I consider Jason family.
So here's a question, and it might be a hard question. You failed a couple of facilities in California, which are facilities designed to help people in your situation. You came home, and you've been very successful since you came home. What was the turning point? What was the trigger that made you go from professional facilities that were designed to help people in situations similar to yours to you becoming who you are right now and you self-helping yourself and being successful for the many months since you've been home from California?
Well, I definitely used what I learned as a backbone, but what really flipped the switch is just making myself go through it. Like pushing myself through no and hurting the days I need to hurt, just really feeling everything and being so strict, not hard on myself, but pushing myself through strict. I'm not gonna make up an excuse. My brain, I was talking about this with mom on a walk, my brain cannot come up with an excuse as to why we were on a walk. And she's like, do you want to just go home now or do you want to go the long way? I was like, I can't come up with an excuse as to why I want to go home. Because before, like being depressed, I'm gonna think of 6,000 million things as why I should go lay down. I can't do that anymore. I can't make up excuses. The first week I was home, I literally just laid in my bed and slept for an entire week.
Mm-hmm.
Recombobulated myself. And now I am just
Is
so
recombobulated
strict.
is an official term?
To me, yes,
It sounds like it's an official term.
it's official in
When I go to bed tonight,
Livy
I'm gonna
Talks.
recombobulate myself. Okay.
Yep, you got to go like this.
I'm gonna with my CPAP on. I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Yep. Hold on, wait.
I just shook the whole trailer. I can't imagine what the neighbors at the harvest host are thinking what's going on in here. I recombobulated the trailer.
You did. You might have knocked it off its axis. Just saying, you might want to go check that out.
I might have to recombobulate it again.
Yeah.
Are you cold?
What are you talking about?
What are you doing? Wait?
What are you talking about?
Is this a sign to come?
I have a beard.
Are you going to be competing at Cyan?
I guess we'll have to find out.
I didn't even think about this, but Livy, you should be competing in the Whiskerina category at Cyan.
I will because I'm dramatic, so I'm gonna win.
So those of you who want to meet Livy, she'll be with me and Jason and probably, I don't know, Amy and a couple other.
No, I told mom she's not allowed to come.
No. Amy can't come. The Cyan beard competition is Olivia and me. This is us.
A lot of root
This is
beer
not
and
Amy.
Sorry, Amy.
I told my mom I love her, but no.
It's a father-daughter, and yes. Plus it's the last one. Okay. I know that this isn't a beard product or a beard podcast, but yes, my baby and my wife's baby that's been there for the past 3 years. This Cyan will be the last one. So, it's a break. It's a break from my mental health. But I'm glad you're going to be there. I really am.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And
to
for
get a tattoo.
Oh, I see what the motivation is now.
Yeah.
It's not the root beer.
No,
it is the root beer.
It's the tattoo.
It's the tattoo. Yeah.
So for those that follow me,
really cool.
Last year when we were driving to Cyan, Livy and I both love root beer. So I bought, I don't know, how many was there, hon? 8 or
12.
10? There was 12 last year? I bought 12 craft small batch bottles of root beer. I bought 2 of each. So her and I did a who's who of the small batch craft root beer as we were driving out to Cayenne. It's like 10 hours to get there. So every hour or so,
You were drinking root beer.
We would crack a new one and we'd take a picture and we would drink it and we would analyze it and we would taste it and review it to each other as we were driving.
Piece of root beer.
It was a great piece of root beer.
I only got pictures of the root beer drinking. So
this year I have 12 new different small batch craft root beers for the drive out to Cayenne again.
So
I hope it's not as cold.
It's going to be as cold.
We still have snow on the ground, young lady, and we're a little bit over. Okay, and I don't know if any of you knew this, but that damn groundhog saw its shadow the other day, which just made winter even longer. Okay,
somebody needs to shoot him, and I'll cook him.
Yes, well, you gotta cook them slow and steady. I hear. At least that's what a good friend of mine told me, is that you cook that groundhog slow and steady with the little herbs. And
what I'm going to do is block the sunlight with an umbrella and shine my light the way I want it.
So
manipulation.
Maybe, I'll just give you a Whiskerina hint. Maybe you should make a root beer.
Oh, root beard.
Genius. I have a lot of ideas.
We're gonna have to say bottle caps.
Or bottles.
I don't mind looking absolutely ridiculous.
There's an idea for Jason and Livy. I'm just saying. Maybe you should make a root beard.
I'm excited.
And you can give the judges bottles of root beer.
I could go like this and pour one out.
You can bribe them.
Yes.
I guess I have to get a few extra bottles.
Get shot glasses, at least 6, and you can pour the judges root beer shots.
Right out of my beard, though.
So the year I met Kyle was just shy of 2 years ago at Ghent, West Virginia, at the Appalachian Bearded Feud. And I remember Emily, great friend. I love her. Was it Emily? Yeah. I think it was her. She made a Whiskerina beard that was a still that looked like a whiskey still. And she was pouring, like, you could pour whiskey out of it. It was the greatest Whiskerina I've ever seen.
You and me will talk when you get home.
Yeah.
Your dad has the capabilities to make all this happen, I'm sure.
Yes, and I have multiple ideas.
But so I told my wife that you were working at Dunkin', okay? To get back to that. So you're working at Dunkin' Donuts. My wife would like a hand-delivered iced mocha latte when you come down, please.
It's gonna be all icy and melty, or melted.
Which one, icy or melty?
Yeah, both.
Get out of my face.
It would be watered down. But
very.
I
would if I could.
I'm proud of you, young lady. You know,
thank you.
You're doing great things. You know, everybody's proud of you that has watched this podcast.
Thank you.
Has listened to the Livy updates. You know, we haven't forgot about you. So, and it was your Jade, your stepdaddy. It was his idea to bring you on tonight. So
yes, he texted me.
Kudos to him. All right, it wasn't mine. So I do apologize.
No, it's okay.
So we always hear stories of struggle, right? Like, this is what SHAPE is about, sharing hope and positive energy. We always hear people's stories about struggle, but we don't always hear where they go from there.
Yeah.
And your story, I mean, obviously, it's very personal to me because of our relationship.
I'd hope.
Well, obviously, but we don't always hear where they go, right? We hear
Yes. Yeah.
where they started, we hear where they are now, but we don't always hear the progress. And to me, your story is inspiring because you've you've taken the steps to try to get help through the normal channels, right?
Yep.
And I don't want to say the normal channels failed, but
Right.
they didn't work for you.
Well,
You
Right.
went through 3 or 4 facilities in California, all quality, a high, um, what do you call it? Facilities that have high
their
reviews and
ratings are high.
ratings,
Yeah.
right? But they didn't work for you. Now you've been
Mhm.
home for 6 months now, and and this is not a negative statement, but you didn't um, graduate or whatever the proper term is from any one of those programs.
I
But
graduated from Ritz,
but
the one that was good.
but she did graduate,
Mhm.
because here's the thing. Like you said, you took all that you learned, okay, and and,
But
and you
you
you're
took it
applying
and
it.
you're using it
Yeah.
in a way that works for you,
Yep. You're applying it
Right.
to your life
and you're
today.
And that's
thriving.
that's what the key is. I was
Hmm.
talking about this at work too, because my coworker's like, "Oh, I don't know about therapy." And when I was talking about it, I've convinced a few people, um, because not everything is tailored to everyone. You
Hmm.
have to find exactly what works for you. For me, certain types of therapy, I thought I needed intensive thing, and maybe that just really wasn't for me, and that might be exactly what somebody needs. Once a week therapy might be the right thing for somebody but not for somebody else.
Hmm.
And on top of that, the type of therapy, there's so many different types. Right now I'm doing DBT, CBT. I don't want to go into all the detail about it, but they're abbreviations if you guys wanted to look them up. But DBT, CBT, inner child work. There's shadow work for spiritual people, which I'm working on. There's all different types of therapy. So it's not just once a week, I tell you what I'm going through and you tell me what to do. Or
Hmm.
there's some people that just want to talk for the entire hour and that's what they need. But everything should be tailored to you. And just like my mom always tells me, don't settle. And you tell me this too, but she was telling me this with the therapist because I was talking to her about it a bunch. She's like, don't just stick with the therapist just to have a therapist. Make
Yeah.
sure you find your match. I found my match. My
Hmm.
therapist is absolutely amazing. And I did not settle this time. Luckily, it's great. But my mom always tells me, and so do you, just don't fall back on something you know, just because it's there.
Well,
So
you always want to grow. You, you
Right.
you never want to become stagnant, right? Because if you become stagnant, you're not helping yourself any.
You got to
You know?
water your flowers every day.
Yep.
Right. And some of
mhm.
them you got to water once a month, like cactuses and stuff. That's just how it is. You don't stop until it's exactly what you want. And then your standard is now what was super high expectations 2 years ago. Now that's your standard. And then you're going to be like, "Wow, I still feel like selfish or something because I want even more." Well, that's because your more is now your standard, and it's just keep going and going and going. That's what I'm on right now. I was like,
And it's okay to feel selfish. It's okay. It's not a
selfish is
bad.
good.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to be selfish.
Yeah.
Uh, well, we're proud of you. We really are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
And
overall, what would be the moral of the story that you would tell people listening today? What would be the key piece of advice, the moral of the story from everything you've been through? What would be that one key piece of advice? I put you on the spot.
Let me think. There's so many, but honestly,
usually I do,
if
but
I
thank
could
you,
give
Jay.
two, it's just make sure your life and what you want to put into your life is what you want. Don't live for anyone else. Don't look a certain way for anyone else. Don't get better for anyone else. Get better for yourself. Look the way you want. Talk the way you want. Like I, I got like 16,000 holes in my face. This is why I don't fight anymore. But this is just how I get people talk. Oh, why do you? This is just how I like it. Don't look at me if you don't like it. Same thing with therapy. You know what? That's my business. I want to have a good therapist. I want to live for me. I want to love myself because I know I'm worth it. And like just really believing it and making your life for yourself and be selfish in that way. You can give to others, but at the end of the day, it's about yourself. Your life is about yourself. You're living it through your eyes and no one else's.
I think that statement 30 seconds ago was the key. You said,
Which
I
is
want to live for me because I know I'm worth it.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
That took me the longest.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
that was the key.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes to find that, but thank you. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for and if people want to go back and they want to watch when you and Jason first came on, it is on YouTube. You can find that on YouTube. You can find Jason and Olivia's story on YouTube. We would appreciate it, and especially if you're a techno person, technology wise. If you're watching us for the first time on YouTube, give us a like, give us a follow. If you have an iPhone, go over to Apple Podcasts and follow us over on Apple. Give us a review because
that's not limited. That's not limited to people with iPhones. Anybody can go to Apple Podcasts.
Well, go to Apple Podcasts
and leave us a review. It helps us grow as a podcast.
And that's what we're trying to do, especially in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad, Livy. I'm glad you came on tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kick you off the stage. I'm going to keep you on while we wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I might go shower then, actually, because I just got done dancing.
Then I'm going to kick you. Then I'm going to remove you from the stage. Have a good night, Olivia. Thank you very much.
Bye, sweetie. Bye, see you soon.
I'll see you in March.
Yes.
Well, sir, thank you very much for saying, hey, we should have her on again. I think it was great to hear that update. I hope you're enjoying your time there in Savannah. I'm sure your wife is probably ready for you to come home.
I think she was ready for me to come home a week ago.
And I'm sure
I left.
I'm sure that your business is probably ready for you to come home too. All right?
Well, it's a concrete plant and it's the middle of winter and we can't be in production anyways, so I took the time to take a trip. But
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you taking time out of your trip to come on and again be my co-host like we do every other Wednesday night here on the Shape the Podcast Network. Thanks. I appreciate it. I really do. And like Olivia said, and I posted it earlier in the week, don't live for other people, live for yourself. Because if you're living for other people, you won't grow, So thank you all for watching. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.